All right, what contributes to the success of your child?
You might be surprised at the most significant thing.
All right, Dr. Laura Saunders from the Institute of Living is here now to explain. And we're talking about grit.
Gotta have grit.
Gotta have grit. Hello, friends, and happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you as well.
So this is kind of empowering, right? It's not like how much money your parents had or what you look like. It's something else that you can grow.
Right. Isn't that nice to know? Right. It's not necessarily right. Your IQ, your social intelligence, your socioeconomic status. It's grit. It is, and that's defined as the passion and perseverance about long-term goals. So it's about building stamina and resilience. So you build grit through a growth mindset. Now that's a concept really researched extensively by a psychologist out in Stanford, Carol Dweck. She's done a ton of research on this. So I've been reading up more about it lately, and I just think it's really, really relevant for young people today.
So it says here, if you don't believe that failure is a permanent condition, but a temporary state, you are more likely to persist. I love that.
Yeah.
So, right, if you are stuck in your failure experience and believe like this is the way it's always going to be, I'm never going to get through this, I'm not, nothing's ever going to work for me, that sort of negative mindset, or the glass half empty or really fully empty. So what we need to be teaching our kids is a growth mindset, that failure is part of the experience. We talked a little bit about self-confidence last week, and self-confidence is confidence in your abilities and skills. So what we're trying to do is build the abilities and skills of our young people so that they have this growth mindset. And it is, there's different tools out there that you can use to help kids develop a growth mindset.
Well, this is something that parents need to know because, we are trying to figure, you want to give them the one thing that's going to determine their success. You say it's important to normalize struggles. I think sometimes we think, everyone else struggles. No one else struggles. It's just my struggle. But we need to normalize that for our kids.
Right. That things actually shouldn't come easy, right? Learning is really, if you think about it at the brain level, right? It's about the brain making all these different connections. It shouldn't come easy. So normalizing struggle. It's okay to struggle. Solving a problem shouldn't be just step A and step B. It should be, step A, but step B didn't work. So now what do? I have to try C, maybe D, then go to E, right? It should be difficult. So if we normalize that it's difficult, but worth persevering, then we teach kids to be in a growth mindset. The other side to that is what's called a fixed mindset, that you're just stuck. This is the way it is. Never going to get better. Not even really worth trying. And therefore, they don't grow.
All right, let's talk about the sign that was in your daughter's ballet class. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yes. Our daughters go to the same
I love that,
school.
right?
Thanks, Mary.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's the growth mindset. You can have talent, you can have skills and abilities, but if you don't work at it, if you don't push yourself, if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't make mistakes, have some failure experiences and learn from them, you will not grow. Right. So you can have money, you can have good looks, you can have great social IQ. But if you're not pushing yourself to learn and be in that growth mindset, you're going to get stuck.
So you say don't oversimplify. I mean, we try to build our kids up. Hey, you can do anything you set your mind to. You don't really love that statement. You can do anything.
I don't love any of those really blanket complimentary statements like you're great or you're beautiful or, it's let's make statements or compliments based on things that you observe or see. You did a great job doing X, right? I saw you take the extra effort to do Y, right? So you're really giving statements of praise or compliments based on solid activities or something you've observed, not just things that are easy to reject. Someone could say you're great and you're like, oh, no, I'm really not that great. Well, Scott, you're great, but the rest of us,
So in this growth mindset, you actually push through the difficult times. You have to push through and keep going.
Because you believe it.
Yeah, and that's a learned skill, right? That's a learned skill. And the younger we start kids with that skill of, wow, I got it wrong, but I'm supposed to get it wrong. it's okay to get it wrong. You know, teaching that growth mindset really helps individuals learn, helps kids learn that the struggle is real and this is part of the process.
Okay.
All right, some good advice, and I love that grit is something we can teach. You don't have to be born with it. So
do you remember
great.
the movie True Grit from the Coen brothers in 2010? Great movie.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, True Grit.
So we're going to have a deeper conversation about this on Kara's Cures on our streaming channel. So we're going to get into a little bit more, even, you know, when your kid comes home with a bad grade, do you get mad at them or you say, hey, failure is on a step of the way to success? We'll talk about more about grit and how we get it coming up.
All right. Thanks,
I look
Doctor.
forward to it.
Good to see you. Happy Wednesday.